Hi there, Crystal Thompson here for SSSEMBC. Today I am so excited to be playing along with the collaboration between, you guessed it, Avery Elle and Simon Says using the Holiday Bell stamp set for the Stamptember 2020 collaboration. I hope that you go get the stamp set because once it's gone, it's gone. So we're going to be using the stamp set, the bells, and the little I don't know, little pine cones. We're going to be doing all this in a teal color combination, distress oxide and peacock feathers, and I have a teal piece of cardstock as well. We're going to begin our ink blending onto this, and I went and grabbed a rubber mat because I needed to protect my surface. It makes it super easy. We're going to grab that ink blender and we're going to blend on a moon style shape. So like think of like a C or a backward C, and just kind of leave the inner part, like the inner left part of the card without any ink blending. It's going to look like a focal point. However, you're not having to do a ton of blending because the cardstock is already a lighter teal than what we're using of the peacock feathers. We're going to finish that blending. And once we're all done, we're going to bring in some water droplets. And so I'm going to go grab my sprayer. I'm going to remove the back end of it, and then we're going to spray it, or we're going to flicker it. We're also going to grab the Altenew Pure White, and we're going to add flickers of this as well. And so we're going to grab gold flickers of this, and we're just going to add gold and water and white, and we're gonna let this dry. It's gonna take a couple minutes, but while we do that, we're gonna move on to getting some stamping done. And now I'm gonna stamp with distress oxides, and I wanted to show you how minimal in supplies you really need to create this style of card. So I have a piece of Neenah 110-pound cardstock, and I have the little twigs, the little, they're not pine cones, they're I don't know what they are. Anyways, we're going to use those. We're going to stamp those in the distress oxide peacock feathers, and we're just going to create a branch with them. And I felt like these were super pretty and really realistic. So it's going to go really well. And don't be afraid to make it large, and don't worry about not having a die for this because it makes it super easy to fussy cut if you wanted to. We are going to move on to the little of the same stamp set to fill up all the little areas that make it look, kind of like a branch. So once that's done, I'm going to bring in my scissors and I'm going to fussy cut all around it. And let me show you how easy this is going to be. So once that is done cut, I'm going to grab my Simon Says Stamp Watermark and Embossing Ink. And there are two sides of solid bells on the stamp set. So I'm going to stamp two large bells in the Watermark ink and one of the smaller ones. We're going to bring in that gold heat embossing because I did spray some gold powder, as you can see over on the left, gold liquid over on the left. We wanted to bring in the gold as well. And then this is the Simon Says Stamp Fine Detailed Gold. This is antique gold from Simon. And see how fine that is? It's almost like flour. So it creates a really pretty look. I'm going to heat set, and now we're going to put our card together. So I have that burrow of, I still don't know what you call them. It's a pine cone. We're going to bring in the two bells as well and adding some foam adhesive on the back. And we're going to layer the two large ones and then the little one right on the center. I have this Merry Christmas, and this Merry Christmas is from Pretty Pink Posh. I have die cut it out of red cardstock. I did 3 of them, and then I layered those one on top of the other using the liquid adhesive here. This is the mono liquid adhesive. And so it creates a very nice thick die cut. It's super easy to create these teal Christmas cards. And I'm really happy. I really love how bright that red looks on top of that teal. To finish it up, because I do have a lot of color splatters, I felt that I needed some red. And I don't have any red watercolor ready to go, and I don't know if it would show up. So I'm going to grab my Nuvo Drops in Apple, and I am doing itty bitty, and so I'm not squeezing. I'm kind of just letting the gravity bring that down and adding that. I'm going to add a little bit of Nuvo Drops to the top of that bell. I think it'd be best even if you used teal or silver to do the end of the bell. But guys, that does it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what that thing is called that we created that looks like a pine tree. So guys, be sure to leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.